Ready up, guys. Let's go. All right, we're Crimea, and there's no Rusviet. Industrial. All right. Diversify production, create a permanent foothold. All right. I see Saxony Engineering, Gawa Innovative, and I missed one of them. All right, what do we got here? We are Crimea Industrial, which is S tier. Saxony Engineering is D tier. Nordic Agricultural is C tier. And Tagawa Innovative is B tier. All right, guys. Let's think about this for a minute. I've been kind of working on an opening that's a 3-work, don't laugh, 3-worker Crimea Industrial. At least it starts out that way. That rushes the factory. And with these combos on the board, I'm gonna try it. If I lose this game, don't judge me too harshly, but we're gonna try this. Okay, so let's start with a produce. I've done something like this in 2-player and it worked pretty well, but that was 2-player. All right, Saxony Engineering often starts out by trading for 2 oil, set themselves up to do a produce into an upgrade, get some coins. That first upgrade can go to move, deploy, say, and make it to where a produce gives you a medal. Once you get a worker on a village and the mountain, produce gives you a medal, and then a trade for 2 metal over deploy gives you a mech. Produce, deploy, produce, deploy. Pretty standard way to start off with Saxony Engineering. Okay, Nordic Agricultural going the mountain and village route. Gawa starting off with a produce. All right. So it begins. Everybody else is like, what a noob. Doesn't he know you're supposed to do 5 or 8 workers with Crimea Industrial? All right, we got the upgrade out of Saxony. Looks like a trade for 2. Yeah, he upgraded the move deploy. A trade for 2 metal out of Nordic. Gawa's gonna trade. Get that first upgrade. Okay. Even if the opening is a disaster, it might still be favored. That's true. All right, there's a produce from Nordic. Got enough metal to make a mech next turn if they want to. All right, here's the trade for 2 food. And get our combat cards. We're gonna get that before Tagawa gets out the first enlist. Saxony probably not going to enlist. So let's see what their encounter is real quick. That'd be nice, right? because they're going to produce anyway. They start with 2 popularity with the engineering mat. Yeah, I think that's definitely the way to go. All right, so so this turn we're going to, okay, he took the option I thought he'd take. Nordic's gonna make a mech. We don't really care what it is yet, but curious speed. Okay, we can see Tagawa over here. Gonna produce, drop a mech. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Then what we'll do is we'll trade 2 food and we'll enlist again. And then we'll make another mech. Yeah. So I'm gonna make 2 metal. Means I can have 1 left over. Because what I'm going to do after this is I'm actually going to move. I'm going to get 2 mechs on the board, and then rather than move to this encounter, I'm going to move straight to this tunnel and then move again to the factory. So kind of got a 3-worker Crimea factory rush to try here. I don't know if it's going to work. Comes Tagawa Innovative, getting their first enlist. That's going to give us a card for which we are grateful. Thank you, Tagawa. Hey, welcome. Thanks DJZ5 Gaming. Appreciate you joining us. Playing a game called Scythe, the digital board game edition. In a ranked game right now. Take power because we're about to get out on the board. All right, here's Saxony. They can make another mech here. So, gotta keep an eye on their power situation. For sure. I mean, they just got the 1. They've got the 3 combat cards, but just 1 power, so. Oh, they go Riverwalk. They're not even going Underpass. I feel like this is a good concept. I feel like I can make it a little faster, though. And maybe I need to start with a trade for 2 metal at the very beginning. Would that do it? You get a mech out faster. Oh, is Nordic going to beat us to the factory? It might. Use a card. Yeah, Nordic can beat us to the factory. We can win a fight. We can win the fight. Yeah, trying something new. We're a little overmatched against the other combinations in here. So it's an experimentation game. Saxony's messing around with like Riverwalk and stuff with engineering, which, you know, engineering can be a decent economy board for Saxony. So I don't want to be too hard on him for that. Okay, what's this encounter? He just moved, so he's got 1 food on the ground, and he takes 2 food in a popularity and gets enough for an enlist. That's nice. Gives us a card. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, Nordic doesn't move. We win the race to the factory. Yes. Sorry, Tagawa. We win the race to the factory. I like what Tagawa's doing here. They've, oh, I thought they were going to move 2 workers. They don't have an upgraded move action. Okay, I like what Tagawa's doing a little bit less. No, I see what they're doing. But what I thought they were going to do is I thought they were going to move 2 workers over to that that mountain. Ooh, you're going to get a mill? Hey, you're going to produce on 4 spaces. That's awesome. Yeah, I think this whole thing could be sped up a turn. I feel like when I did it before just on the fly, it was a little bit faster. Okay, Saxony without underpass means we basically can't get attacked by them. Which, you know, is nice. Alright, so let's do this. Crazy Crimea, skipping the encounter. So we're going to produce. That gets us to 5 workers and 2 food. We trade for a food and a metal. Use a card. Produce again, use a card. That gives us mech number 3. But as soon as the move comes off cooldown, we take it to the factory. I think Nordic moves now, right? Yeah, they've got to. Divide up their workers between food, metal. Be an upgrade out of Tagawa. Okay. Trade for oil and an upgrade. You want to make mechs, Tagawa? I'd like some coins. Hey, Dragon Snail. How's it going, man? Yeah, this is a game called Scythe. It's a strategy board game. This is obviously the digital version. What's to know about it? It's like a hybrid economy war-based game. It's like if you took Settlers of the best parts of Settlers of Catan, combine them with the best part of risk. And what's like the third game that you throw in here, guys? It's also like worker placement, because the bottom here are different actions you can take turns doing. So it's like settlers plus risk plus a worker placement game. Oh, I like this. Here's what we're gonna do. Did Sachs get underpass? They did. They did. Can they move? They can move. We fight Tagawa? We can fight Tagawa. Let's fight Tagawa. Factory. And we have 2 produces left to get our remaining mechs. There's no trap here. Let's go. Puts us out of reach of Saxony, gives us some metal. All right, let's see what we got here. Don't need that. This is the obvious choice, right? That many upgrades would take too long. I don't think we're going to need the resources. So let's take this. So if Sax leaves our little worker here next turn, we'll produce again and drop a worker right there. So yeah, we'll just see what Saxony does, because if you look at this, we've got 2 produces left to get to 8 workers and 2 more mechs. Got 2 enlist left. This is going a little bit slower than normal. Crimea Industrial, I think. We already have 1 combat. That's good. And you know what? If Sax bumps this, no big deal, because we're going to have enough metal off this next produce. So we come back and fight Sax, and then produce again with the rest of our metal. And we get our workers in our 3rd mech. So it's going to work out. Sax is thinking about this for a long time. Okay. We basically wrecked Tagawa's game. Or Tagawa. But you gotta drop the trap token there. I mean, we wouldn't have attacked them if there'd been a trap right there, no doubt. Nordic can come fight us on the factory. He's just got 1 combat card, so I don't think that's likely. It's super not likely now because we're about to produce and get Scout. Saxony has an upgraded move and 6 combat cards. Somehow I don't think. Yeah. Comes to Gawa. Learned his lesson about trap tokens, it would appear. Surrounding us. What's the score at? We're winning. I forgot we can't produce on all three of these spots at the same time. But that's okay. We have coercion, OP. So we actually have enough. We actually have enough food for our remaining lists. We're going to have enough metal. So let's produce. Get some metal and get a worker. Let's spend 3 of the metal. Scout right here. We're on a bill. That's right. Let's produce in 3 places. Normally you can do that, but you know, it has to be your mill. Ooh, mine. Mine. Those of you new to this game, that means suddenly he can... these spots are tunnels, and they're all considered adjacent for purposes of movement. Suddenly this for him is now adjacent to these places as well. So he just gained a lot of mobility. Gawa cannot move this turn. Seeing if there's any... Yeah, there's oil on the ground, but it's across from us. We're down to 3 power. Not ideal. But we can go to tier 2 at will now. 2 uses of our factory card will get us even farther than that. Dax is upgrading. Yeah. Dax is playing really passive. They're letting us just run the board. Nordic has 3 combat cards now. They could attack us on the factory if they want. Can afford to lose one of them. Oh, and they're going to. Pick one of their cards. What? Yeah, that was a bluff. I mean, they could have won that fight, but I didn't think they were going to spend what they needed to spend to do it. All right, there's combat number 2 that we needed. Gawa could actually attack us here if they wanted. Take our metal. They've got 5 power. They may do it. Be unfortunate because, I mean, we just use our factory card and get back out on the board. That's what they do. No, they're not going to do it. The tier 2 dream may be dead. I don't want to put more metal there for Tagawa to take. If I'd taken the enlist factory card, I could end next turn. There was an enlist factory card, right? I think there was one. No one can attack us on the factory this turn. Hmm. 2 coins for enlist and power. Yeah, I never ended up using this popularity one. I could end in turn 14 if I'd taken that one. Who's Saxony gonna attack? Ooh, he's gonna attack Nordic. We don't need combats. Nordic can't move this round. The Gawa might send these guys home. It's fine if he does. Hmm. Oh, Saxony's gonna go for it. Nordic loses the metal, but moves out onto the water. Can't move this round. Hmm. Yep, there it is. Took a 2 away from them. Give the 2 right back to them. We're probably going low here. Saving some power, but that's okay. We've got a bunch of cards. Scout's not particularly useful against them. This is actually... doesn't really hurt us. Oh, hello. They spent a lot. All right. Does anyone care about Pop? Not really. Maybe Nordic, because they can't produce anymore if they lose popularity. The score. We're up by 7. Nordic can move. Sax can't. Tagawa can't. I think we're okay if we lose the factory here. Let's go ahead and use the popularity factory card, even though we probably won't end up in tier 2 this game. 1, 2, 3. All right. Sax cannot move. We got a little bit spread there. I think Nordic takes the factory from us this turn. We don't really mind if they do, right? No, they're not going to do it. It's a good game, guys. Yeah. Good game. Crimea Industrial. 15 turns, 3 worker strat. All right, let's check the score one more time, make sure we're ahead, and we are. So let's trade for 2 food. And we're going to turn in diversify production. We set ourselves up for it last time and held on to the objectives so no one would know for sure we were ending. There it is. Crimea Industrial in 15 turns. That worked out okay. I think it could be a little bit smoother, a little bit cleaner, but round 9, I did not think we were ending in 15. But good game, guys. Good game. But we have a good game emote now. Yay, there it is. Good game. Yay.